Welcome to Starseed Gathering podcast, hosted by Annabelle Ivaya, deep soul healer, author, and spiritual mentor. We invite you to dive into ascension, spiritual awakening, and psychic abilities together. With this beautiful guest of ours today, be sure that your senses, your consciousness, and your level of awareness will rise for your highest good. Open your heart. Let your higher self show you what is the most important part of this conversation for your path at this moment, and leave anything that doesn't resonate behind. If you feel like you need any support at any time, please reach out to me or my guest so that we can support you in your spiritual path. With so much love, enjoy the content and talk very soon. Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to Starseed Gathering. We're here with Maria, a beautiful Starseed friend of mine, Star sister, and I'm very excited that you will get to know a little bit more today. She'll talk about some very interesting experiences that she's been going through lately. She'll talk about her services, and she's gonna open you to a new vibration, a new part of your essence. So open your heart and let her really show you something very different, something new, so that you open and expand your consciousness even more. So beautiful Maria, how are you doing? Welcome to the show, beautiful.
Thank you so much for inviting me. I'm so excited to finally make it here. It's been a work in progress for a few months now.
Right.
So, in
Like
divine timing, here
and
we are.
divine timing. Yes, exactly. Because we tried to make the recording a few months ago and it was not working. And I think all of us can say these last few months have been very intense. So we I think the new earth energy, the new energies that's coming up is like, don't force anything. If it's not right time right now, it's going to come back at some point. And if not, it's just that it was not for you. So we're not pushing. We go with the flow as much as we can.
Exactly. We were supposed to have um Valentine's Day
Yes.
started the podcast talking about twin flames and the counterparts connections, but we can still not today with the evolved understanding and the evolved energies that we actually had anchored since. Because so much changed in the past month. At
Yes.
least that's how I found it. I don't know about how was on your side.
I would say that the last couple months were very difficult. I would say very, very physically purging. So I had an episode of allergies, which I never have, and which was creating me to be laying down, stuffy nose, brain fog, all of these things. And then I had another episode with a food poisoning again, which was purging even more physically. So that's been very physical for me this year. A bit of emotional stuff also coming up. Clearing the old programmings, I think, about how we are in relationship, what we accept in relationship, what we accept in relationship to ourselves and to others, the both ways, and allowing everything that is not ease, that is not love, to be just washed away from us, because we don't need that where we're going. But it's been quite a journey, and I have a lot of energy usually. So me not having energy was just didn't feel very comfortable. But here we are, feeling better on the other side of the eclipses. Yeah.
And that eclipse was very huge. point, very tipping point, at least on my side of the experience. It felt like so many big contracts closed. A lot of our original missions, the integrations, the frequencies that we needed to anchor here, the green words that we needed to prepare for the collective were finished for a lot of us. So it feels on the other side almost as now we're ready to retire, sort of say. And finally, okay, now we can play. No more work is done. So
Mm.
it was a very interesting feeling awareness, and I'm hearing it from a lot of the life leaders that I work with. Um, that it's something that they felt as well. That it was completion of a big cycle and really time to be, to play, to enjoy, to create something new, something that we are not obligated to do, but finally not, oh, I want to create this, if that makes sense.
Oh, it does so much. I do feel, yes, I feel that too. Like for a lot of light workers, we've been healing and purging and doing shadow work and then ancestral healing. And it's just like it was all and on. And then DNA activations, and then we're receiving codes and purging again. And I think really, I remember directly when we talked about when the eclipse happened here, there was a break in time. There is no time, like there is like, and I'm full of chills right now. It's like if the time stopped and it was
Yes.
like, all right, let's reset. Let's reset. And yes, open ourselves more to the beauty of this planet. Opens ourselves more to who we truly are and what we came here to do. Because it's not, or who we came here to be, should I say? Because it's not only work, it's not only healing, it's not only like the hard, shadowy part that we need to look at. It's also enjoying that we are here on this planet, that we have activities that we like and people that we care about and things that we can do to just feel that we are connected to everything around us. I really feel the shift too.
Yes. We, as a collective, you started Starseed. So many of us feel so far from home, so weary, so tired of traveling, of working, of hopping on a mission after mission, contract after contract, without a break, that we forgot that we also came here to be humans and to enjoy this beautiful planet, this beautiful nature that is around us, that is loving us, that is embracing us, and that is co-creating with us. And now we are finally awakening to that remembrance of kind of home, but not longing for home, remembering about home with, oh, I remember this, I remember the love, I remember the joy, I remember that I'm not alone here. I remember that I'm not left out here, that I'm not lost here. I remember that I belong, and I belong there, and I belong here, and I'm
Yeah.
safe here.
Oh, yeah. The sense of
I'm
being safe.
safe to be here. And with the purging, I know for me it was a lot of emotional purging because on my side I am um natural transmuter. It's like I'm a pillar of light for the pillars of light. And I've been working on a very heavy grade. I don't remember where are you in Mexico?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not surprised that we are connected because I've been working on a grid which was connecting Mexico City, the east coast of USA, Ireland, UK, the Europe, kind of that stream going through the Kosovo line, and then down through Israel, through the
Wow.
Middle East, and finally figuring out right before next sleeps, anchoring into New Zealand.
Mm.
And in my awareness that came recently, I've been working on this for 20 years.
Wow.
Along this line, connecting with my other selves along this line, and we've been all building, anchoring the original codes, restoring the remembrance, healing the emotional body of Earth, because this was a very, and still is, but not as much now that it's anchored. It's a line, a stream of land so heavily charged with emotional pain, with remembrance that it was so dense, so heavy, that almost that's why I needed to be rubbed all the way into New Zealand and balanced through the waters,
Mm.
cleansed through the
Right.
waters, because I'm also here to heal the waters of the planet,
Mm.
as the waters being part of the elementals and part of everything around us.
Right.
Water is inside of us. When
Mm-hmm.
you speak to water, you can speak to every cell in every body, in every creature, in everything around us.
Mm.
And
Beautiful.
I know, and I know even that my words might not communicate a lot. My light language speaks much deeper
Yeah.
understanding of what all of this means for us.
Right.
So I think,
I love that. I love that you talked about the water because um since I left Vancouver, which was in 2021, I moved to Florida, which was close to the water, and then I moved to Puerto Vallarta, which was also close to the water. And then here, the lake called me. Here, there's a lake in Mexico that's been very damaged with industries and everything. And most people don't even touch the water here. There's some life on it. There's still birds and fishes, but it's been damaged, right? And I remember the lake calling me like, come, I need your light, I need your light. And I can see the shift since I've been here. I've been even communing with her, with the spirit of the lake, and really seeing how she respects there's so many light workers here. It's quite intense density of light workers, which is quite unusual. We're a small town of maybe 50K people, I think, but there's a lot of us here, and I think it's also part of, yes, we heal the people, but we heal the land, we heal the water, and we do all of that together. And there's so much more than what we comprehend that we're doing, right?
It's almost us. You're saying we heal the people, we heal the land. It's everything is so interconnected that it's almost impossible to do one without the other. And maybe, let's see what I'm trying to say here. Humanoids. Like an example of the feeling that I was doing on the one. And it started, I realized I was on that job back in November. And at that time, I was still not as much in my awareness, and my highest ascended consciousness wasn't fully anchored. But in my human awareness, I was just looking through places with heavy history.
Mm.
It came to my awareness about the Arcadian line and the Middle Eastern line, and how many historical violent conflicts happened on that line. With the Mexico City and Europe, it was the collective memory of the Europeans coming here, and then the people here, the natives, cursing the Europeans. And then all of this anchored in the love, anchored in the collective for generations and generations. And with my awareness at the time, because somehow at the time I knew that I have that power, even though I didn't understand how or why, that I could petition for the collective.
Mm.
For healing. It was a year ago that it was brought to my awareness from my higher self that because of the ancient soul that I am, of the mirror consciousness that I represent, and a part of so many high councils, I can literally ask when I'm doing the healing, may with the permission of everybody's higher selves, may the same thing be applied for all my past, present, future selves. And with everybody's higher self permission and agreement, may this be applied for the collective. And in a way, what I presented in front of the councils was, this is what's happening. It's all this pain and all this part. We can figure out one by one, but I'm petitioning that all the curses, all the pain, all the emotional um, memory, the cellular memory of all those events are healed, erased from the collective memory of the land so the land can heal, and within the humans, the generation can heal as well. And I'm asking for this for all my past, present, future selves. I'm giving forgiveness. I'm receiving forgiveness.
Hmm.
And just like that, a simple thought turned into a healing for the collective. But this is how it starts. It starts from within, knowing that we're all connected. We're all one. I might not be in Mexico City today, but I've been there. I have lives there. When I feel that pain for myself, I'm feeling it for the selves that were there, for the selves that caused the curses, for the selves that wanted revenge, for the selves that could not forgive. And because of it, we all found ourselves in a perpetual pattern of repeating the same conflict after conflict, victim, victimizer.
Definitely. Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting to see. I think it's been coming up a lot in the last year or so that, we are so connected to everything and everyone. And there is this energy of everything I heal for me, I heal for all of my ancestors, I heal for all that are connected to me, I heal for the planet, for Mother Earth that's been holding on to this anger, this grief, this sadness, the violence, everything that she has been unfortunately part of during this whole story of everything that happened on this planet. I think it's a very honorable work that we can release that energetically, so then people can wake up to a more of an awareness of who they truly are, not just the stories. And yes, and as what you talked at the end about the victim and victimizer, I think we all been victim and victimizers in our life. And how can we shift the paradigm to go back to who we truly are, which is like the highest essence of divine light, which doesn't have this heaviness of you going to battle every day with your life, with your partner, with your family, with for everything and everyone around you. Like, how can you be more in stillness within you, more in peace, more aligned? But you need to let go those programs. You need to change the narrative in your mind, and need to remember that you are worthy of a simpler, happier, more joyful life. And that takes time. It's a process for all of us, right? It's not magical, but when you're aware, even if you're not knowing exactly what the ripple is of your own inner work, it goes beyond what we can even see with the eyes.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It starts from within and ripples through everything. It starts with a little cell of water in your body deciding to change, deciding to be loved, deciding to spread love. And just from there, it moves through every drop of water, everywhere, washing, cleansing, healing, restoring the purity of what it was, the purity of who we were. But a purity it's not just white and black. It's more about the union of both. Because that's another thing as light leaders, light workers, sometimes we're so focused on being the light that we forget that, yeah, we are in the dark as well. And it goes hand in hand. And it's in the middle of the neutrality, the 0 point, whatever you like to call it, that the true peace and joy, pure joy comes in. The remembrance of no me versus you, no us versus them. It's like me, I'm you, you and me. We're one, and we were all one at one point.
Oh, yeah. I love that. Yeah, I love what you're saying. I think acknowledging that we have both of those sides, right? That our darkness helps us to see where we need maybe to be more loving with those other parts of ourselves, and that they are all part of us. And when we understand this reality, remembering that everybody's a mirror, so everybody is part of you, even if you don't like what you see, maybe it's a part of you that you want to see. And it's like allowing yourself, as you said, to be in this stillness where there is not so much um interference from the exterior world, where you actually are able to allow yourself just to be, and then create from that place of I am whole, I'm deserving, and I actually can co-create with the universe anything I like. It's just I need to believe that I have this power within myself, even if I was victimized or even if I victimed somebody else. I still have this inner divine right to be happy here on earth, to explore this planet and all the joy that's coming with it, not just the heavy parts of it. And it also needs courage, because you need to look at your dark side. You need to allow these parts to come and look at them, give them love. Yeah, such a beautiful journey. Such a beautiful.
We all know about the fear of prosecution. We all are aware that we are not allowing ourselves to be because of the fear of persecution. But there is one other thing that is stopping us as leaders, as entrepreneurs in our businesses. And interestingly enough, it's that other side, the remembrance of us being the victimizer in one point, of us having power and abusing power. So it's almost us, we are not allowing ourselves to be powerful because we are afraid that, oh, if I have power, if I have money, if I have abundance, I will abuse it as those dark part of myself. But the thing is that right here, right now, as the humans that we are, we have the power to change everything. We have the power, even if we had all the incarnations that were victimizers in this human self, we can say no more. I choose different. Yes, I will be given power, and yes, I know now how to use that power for good, for to create. I I will have my power to speak with the elementals, to speak with the water, but I will not abuse that power. I will not command the elementals. I will co-create in a relationship of honor of each of one of us being a different facet of the same thing, expressing in a different way, having our own experience, honoring our own experience, and honoring each other. If
I
that
love.
makes sense.
Yes, it does really, really much. I see a lot of that, and I'm sure you do see a lot of that. Well, I saw that in myself at some point, and then I see it in my clients and the people I connect with, that fear of using power for something bad, for like not respecting the divine orders, to yeah, like we would actually not use whatever is given back to us for the good. But we've learned those lessons. Most of us had to go through those lessons to actually be here now, and bring that power back of, well, if I'm abundant, then I can touch more people, I can have a more or an easier life. Then I if I actually allow myself to shine more, to be in my power, to speak my truth, then there's a ripple that goes out, and that's creating also this spark in other people to do the same. So remember, I do a lot of healing with those other incarnations. I'm sure you do too, so that people can regain that power and stop being in fear of whether they're going to be judged, whether they're going to make a bad decision, whether something is going to turn wrong, if they are actually in alignment with their true essence and own the who they are at their core. So it's very very important point. I do agree that's very important, and I think most of us, what I feel is that we came exactly for this mission, to actually take all of those powerful parts inside of us and then bring them back into one, and then shine this light so that we can ascend all together. Ascension is not a, so I know for a lot of us we feel alone most of the time, but it's a collective session. It's just not me or you. Everybody ascends together. We ascend with the planets, with the animals, with the elementals, the plants, the trees. It's all of us together. So how can we remember that we can actually be one, and without having fear of what could happen between us? Because I do believe right now, as the timelines are shifting, a lot of us are connected and understand this language, will come together and we will walk in the same path in a more easy way than maybe what we have experienced so far. What are your thoughts about this?
I feel the main, what's the right word here? It's not shift, but as you're mentioning that we ascend as one, and you mentioned everyone, it's something kind of to remember and to be reminded of that we are one. And we started us with the story of being starseeds, being talking about all my past, present, future selves, present selves, as the big consciousness that we represent here. I am in you, you are in me. So it's almost as I could not fit in just one body, all of me. So I had to split myself into thousands of beings, people, creature, elements. So thinking this way, you almost see it in a different perspective. It's not many of us. It's like if you live just yourself with all the parts that you divided yourself into, all of a sudden it's almost what I'm seeing is like if you lift it from the center up, and it's like a Christmas tree, a tree. We're all part of the same tree.
Mm.
We're just a different branch, a different leaf, a different flower, but at the point, in the very top, it's like one point. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So it's not, we're not chopped parts of the trees, of the tree, even though it looks like we are separate. We move, we grow, we ascend, we rise as one collective tree. Even though I don't see you on the other side of the tree, living your happily live life, I can feel you. I can feel the juice flowing, the knowing flowing. If that
It's
makes any
beautiful.
sense. This is what I'm saying.
I love the analogy with the tree that is growing all together. I really love that. And, I think what we've seen is maybe some leaves during the ascension have decided to float to the ground, and it's okay. That's a soul choice too, right? And everyone on this planet has their own rhythm, their own pace, their own soul path that they've decided to choose to do. And it's really about how can we have more compassion with them too, because what I notice is that people that maybe are not like as aware or as like conscious of all of those things as we're talking today. Most of the people that will watching this will be in alignment or will understand what we're talking about. But we have people around us that have different levels of consciousness, and it's usually what I'm seeing is they're very fragmented too. They have a lot of hurt in themselves, and they haven't been able to heal those parts of their soul and bring them back to one, and see that we're all connected. They're still in this separation, this polarity of this planet, and this planet is was based on that concept of polarity anyway. It's us that are, as you said earlier, trying to merge all of the energies to remember that we're all not separate. But it's quite a journey, and it's not every soul that will take this path at this time, and it's okay. And we have to be understanding and choose who we want to be surrounded ourselves with, and still loving the planet. And every time I do meditations and I go to the lake, or I always send prayers or beautiful energies to anyone that's ready to receive them, because I know that we can shift with our energy so many things. The more love we share with this planet, the more we receive. So it's so important to see that we're all connected. And anyone that's watching this video, any type of beautiful work you do for yourself, whether it's smiling to a stranger, whether it's like noticing the beauty of this planet, or whatever else you're doing for this planet, this ascension, it has a ripple, as we said before, a lot further out than you think. We can light up a spark in somebody's heart just by sending them the love, and then at some point they're like, okay, I'm ready now, like what do I do? And then they're gonna start their journey. So it's beautiful to be able to hold hands with those that are ready, and give a hand to those that are choosing this path also at some point.
And just honoring everybody's journey. Because as the tree that we are, the again the biggest impact effort is within working on our tree, our own leaf growth. Because if we're trying to expand all our energy outside of the leaf, it's just wasted energy. Just remembering we as a part of the tree, when you're focusing the energy inside. What am I trying to say here? Hold on. It is more so that it's not as much of sending light out as being the light.
Right. I love that.
As another analogy will be a lighthouse.
Yeah.
We are to be the lighthouse, but not sending the light out to bring anybody in, or
Yeah.
a separate light. And to imagine we're the lighthouse guardian, and then everybody we see, we came down and we bring them down. We are just
Right. Somebody has to stay in the lighthouse. I
you
love that.
stay in the lighthouse.
Right.
You make sure that you are the brightest possible yourself,
Yeah.
and whoever is ready to see you, to receive, they will follow.
I
You
love
don't
that.
need to
You don't have to go and grab people, bring them back to your part. Actually, it's probably the worst thing you can do because people are just not ready anyway. They're not ready. I love what you're saying because yeah, I love the image too of this. Somebody's leaving the lighthouse and oh my God, there's no more light anywhere now. Kind of making people feel in dark. But it's like, how can you be in alignment? Be your own lighthouse first, right?
Yes, yes.
Attending to your needs, attending to what you desire, what you're worthy of, and like rebuilding. Like it's like, even if you're healing all these parts of your soul, you still have to integrate them. And this integration part is individualized to all of us. Nobody can do it for us. So, how can I bring this part in? Be in my pillar of light and be so strong in my light that it's going to actually create other people to want to do the same for them. And then,
Mhm.
of course, if you're a light worker and you're supporting others, those that see the authenticity of their light, walking the talk, we can say so many beautiful things on all of those platforms. But if you haven't anchored your own light at all, you can say beautiful things, but at some point somebody's gonna understand you're not authentic with this and this message. That's why I think a lot of us starseed and light workers, we go through so much because we're kind of ripped apart and then we need to build ourselves back up again, but with the new pieces that we found, not the old parts that were not serving us. And this authenticity of who we are, this light within us, it's really what actually creates the lighthouse that we are for the planet. And sometimes, even if people don't understand the words that we're expressing today, they might just understand the light, get an activation of the light as we walk by. It's not so much about, as you said, going and grasping who we can, getting clients. It's not about that. So be yourself, and those that resonate with your message and your energy will come to you naturally.
Because on the other side, with everything that is happening in the world, it's that's imagine if the lighthouse stopped working. How many that are looking for the way home
Right.
will be lost. So in the darkest moments, in the heaviest storm, the best that you can do for the collective, it's not to focus on the storm, it's not to focus on the dark outside, it's focusing on being centered, still shining, even though the world might be falling apart around you. Your biggest contribution is not in anything you can do, it's in being the pillar, being the anchor, being yourself, your lighthouse.
Yes, I love that. Because also that's where we have all our power. When we're still, then there's chaos, there's storms or whatever around us, and we feel a lot safer because we know that the safest place to be is within. It's connected to us, it's connected to source or to everything there is, but that everything is inside of us. And remembering that we're protected and that anything that happens in our life has a purpose, even if sometimes we don't understand the purpose right on the spot. Um, yeah, I love all of what you've shared so far, beautiful soul. Would you like to share with us what you do? What is your work? How you work with people? We'll leave obviously all of your information at the bottom of this podcast, but what would you please share?
Yeah, I will share with you my LinkedIn and my Linktree, and community has all my offers, all my the links to my books, on the YouTube channel, the podcast that I do, the activations. What I'm focusing on right now is helping light leaders really connect with their highest essence, with their mission, and support them through their higher mission awakening, their businesses, organizing their businesses the way that it's beneficial for them and for the collective in the new way of doing business, honoring each other and helping the planet. And I'm also, I was recently called to studying again the portals. In his drawings of who your soul is, or your origins, or your information, and it's all encrypted in the drawing. Only attuned to your individual frequency. So nobody else can really receive it, but who is meant for it. And what people are reporting, I have a lot of star seeds that ordered those. It's literally a portal that
Mm. Oh, a portal back home. I love that.
all the forgotten gifts, a lot of them connected with light languages, with other gifts that they were here to bring. So it's like the one lost manual of your soul that you can retrieve and use the one tool.
Like a treasure box for star seeds. I love that.
Yes, it is. It is. It's time for us to remember, it's time for us to be the magicians. We have all the tools, we just forgot that they're standing right behind us in the closet long because we were afraid how and what we're gonna do with it. But we know better, we learn the lessons, and we should not be afraid to use it all now to help the collective because that's why we're here.
I love that. That looks beautiful. It looks very, very beautiful gift that you're giving to this humanity. I really love to connect with star seeds and light workers that have, anchored more their gifts. And I think we're growing every year, every month. It's like a path that it always brings you to higher levels of consciousness, higher and higher levels of owning your gifts and your talents. I love that you've created beautiful offers to support all of these beautiful beings around the globe. So we'll leave your details at the bottom of this page, as we said. Do you have any last words you would like to share before we end, lovely?
Shine, and that you came here to shine and to remind everybody their own shine and that they're here to shine.
Oh, how more beautiful could that be to end it? Thank you so much, beautiful. I really am honored to have connected with you. And anyone that wants to reach out to Maria, please do. Her details will be below, and I'll see you in the next one, beautiful souls. Thank you so much. Thank you, Maria.
Thank you.